There are more ways to control Logic Pro X and speed up your workflow than simply using the key commands on your computer keyboard. I personally love using the iOS app called Logic Remote, which is available for your iPhone or iPad. So let me show you how to set it up and use it in practice. Step 1. Install the Logic Remote app on your iOS device. Check that you have the latest iOS version installed. Go into the App Store and install Logic Remote. Step 2. Set the wireless network settings. Make sure that your Mac computer and your iOS device are on the same shared wireless network. Step 3. Install Logic Remote in Logic Pro X. Logic has a place where you add all controllers, which is up here. Main menu, Control Surfaces, Setup. Here you can see your MIDI keyboards and all other controllers that you can use to control Logic Pro X. If you see this exclamation mark, it means Logic can't see the devices right now. Now, if I turn on my MIDI keyboard, the exclamation mark goes away. So to connect Logic Remote, you simply start up the app on your iOS device. And if they are on the same wireless network, Logic should now show you this screen. Simply click Connect, and Logic Remote is added as a control surface. I like to drag it up here to the main row. Then on your iOS device, you should get a Connect window. Click on your computer name to pair Logic Remote with Logic Pro X on your computer. That's it! You are now connected and can use the power of Logic Remote to speed up your workflow. Now let's take a look at what you can do with this great app. There's a lot actually, and it is divided into different views. This is the mixer view. Here you can change between the different parts of the mixer, like send effects, insert effects, volume and pan, etc. At the top you have the transport controls, and on the top left you have a button to change the view mode. You can access the smart controls for the selected track in Logic, the chord strips, which are laid out like in GarageBand if you are familiar with that app. But now, here is my favorite feature, key commands. Here you can scroll through many pages with key commands to control Logic. You have the transport controls on the bottom row, and as you can see, there are lots and lots of key command buttons for many of the most used features in Logic. Now let's get even more fancy. I will scroll to the very last page, which is empty, and here I am going to show you how you can add your very own key commands in Logic Remote, and this is by far my favorite feature in this app. Basically, I use the custom key command feature practically all the time in Logic Remote. So, if the button in Logic Remote is empty like this, you simply click it and you will open up the key command search box. Here you can access all assignable commands in Logic. I recommend that you use the search box when you know what command you want to map. Let's say I want to add a key command to turn on or off the metronome in Logic. Well, then I simply click in the search box and search for metronome. And here I choose MIDI monitor metronome click. Then at the bottom you can choose a background color for this button. I recommend that you use different colors to organize your key commands in Logic Remote. Let's go with blue for this one. Now you can click anywhere outside this window to close it. Awesome! We have just added a new custom key command in Logic Remote. Now let's try it out. I'm here in Logic again, and look what happens when I click on my new custom button in Logic Remote. It turns on the metronome, and if I click it again, it turns it off. And you can see if it is on or off by the color in Logic Remote on that button. Now, if you want to edit or delete a button in Logic Remote, you simply click on this tool in the top right and choose Edit Key Commands. Then click on the button you want to edit, and here you can choose to delete it to start fresh or assign a new command to it. I will delete it for now. Remove key command. Now let me show you a page of key commands I have already set up here. All these key commands help me work super fast with this step input recording feature in Logic. The final tip I have for you is to organize not only with colors, but with how you place your buttons. And you can edit that by once again opening up the Edit Key Commands mode. Then press and hold on a button and drag it into a new place. You can even change out this bottom row of buttons if you prefer to use your computer keyboard or any other tool for transport controls. Subscribe now and watch a lot more videos on composing music, producing music, sound design, Logic Pro X and much more. I'll see you in the next video, my friends.